Thanks for choosing to start the day with us. Family Life Mornings.
I remember this as a little kid. It only happened in the first few years of my life. I barely have a memory of it. But we would have milk delivered to the house.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't happen, didn't you get older, that all changed. But it's coming back in London because, for good reason, too, to cut down on plastic waste. About the last 2 years, there's been a 25% hike in milk deliveries in glass bottles. So it helps with the plastic and all that waste and all that kind of stuff. So it's getting popular. Even though it costs a little bit more to get it delivered to the house, they're still willing to do that. Now, I have an entrepreneurial mind, Ben. It's like, I'm thinking, here's what deliveries right to your door. I bet you if we put our brains together, this is an idea that could catch on. You order something, deliver to your door.
That's amazing.
We could be onto something, guys. We could be onto something.
A new day.
Full of new promise.
Thanks for letting us be a part of it. Family Life Mornings.
I'm just scratching my head. I can't believe she got an A on the paper. She got an A on a paper. It was just a pile of blank pages.
Oh, I would have gotten straight A's in high school.
Right. So it's
case.
this college class in Japan, right?
Okay. All right.
It took the professor a little bit to figure out, because I'm sure he's like looking at these blank pages.
Right.
Oh, Amy had written the paper in invisible ink. And so he heated the paper, because that's what you have to do. All right. And the words appeared, and he gave her an A. Check it out. The class... Ninja history.
Ninja. That's clever.
It's super clever, right?
Really good. Did you see me, by the way, Teresa, at that ninja convention?
No, I didn't see you there.
Thanks. I'm good.
Thanks for making us a part of your day. We're a friend you can turn to. Family Life.
All right, don't get upset at me, but I don't really get along with babies.
Huh.
I mean, I did okay when my kids were babies, but when they got into elementary school, I tried serving in the church nursery, and there were just other women in there who ran circles around me because they were moms of infants and they knew all the stuff to do. So I was like, okay, I don't really get along with babies. I didn't really have a knack for it. So yesterday, I was just talking to a friend near the beginner wing at church, and I heard that they were short on volunteers. Some people were sick. Somebody else was out of town. It's a holiday weekend. And I've already taken all the training, and, I'm all set for it. And I said, well, I can do it. And they said, oh, you like babies? And I said, well... I don't really get along with babies, but
I'll reluctantly do it.
If you need somebody, I'm here.
Yeah.
And so there was Ivy. She's a newborn, bright blue eyes. And here's the thing. When Ivy was first born, I'm friends with her mom. And so her mom plunks her right into my arms. And I was like, okay, it's a baby. So I was like, well, I know that one. I can hold that one and play with that one and feed that one. And there was, some burping and some rocking and some cooing.
How about the baby?
So
okay,
I did all right.
Yeah.
Now, is nursery ministry my new thing? I don't think so. But for yesterday, God used me. And the reason why is because I was ready. I'd already taken the training. And I was willing, open to do whatever it was that God needed me to do. So I was telling Ivy's mom, and she said, we picked the name Ivy because it means faithfulness.
Huh.
Yeah, God's faithfulness right there in the church nursery.
Family Life Mornings with Steve, Therese, and Randy. Who knew a weekday morning could be this fun?
Do you ever fact check your pastor?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the pastor will say something, I'll be like, is that true? And, we should do that because you can't trust any person, to be the ultimate authority on God.
Sure.
So dig in, find out. But this was about something silly, not even about a Bible thing. It was about the root of the word goodbye. And when you said this, I was like, is that even true? So, yes, I got out my phone and I Googled it and I was like, oh. That is true. Huh. The word goodbye is actually a contraction. It started out as the phrase, God be with you. And then it just got shorter and shorter and shorter until it turned into goodbye. So when you're saying goodbye, when you're about to hang up the phone or somebody's about to leave the room, you're basically saying God be with you.
That is awesome.
And now I feel like I can trust my pastor.
I love that. That's like, could you look up the British thing for ta-ta? That also means what the root of that is. No, she's not going to do that.
Well, you could start your day without Steve, Therese, and Randy, but why would you want to? We're Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
A university in the UK, I mean, everything comes out of a vending machine now. They have so many different kinds of products.
Yeah.
But they have a thing where short stories that have been written by other students, giving them a chance to write short stories. And you can go up to this vending machine and choose a 1 minute, a 3 minute, or a 5 minute short story. And there's different things from the vending machine. So you can kind of pick it out and read it. And it's kind of a fun little thing. But it's really interesting that they have this subject because when I was a kid, I used to go to a vending machine too. But, I had a great imagination. And I would go there sometimes and pick out maybe a science book. Milky Way, or maybe an adventure story, The Three Musketeers.
These are not books.
And then maybe a fiction story about someone who kept dropping things. It was Butterfinger. Yeah.
These are candy books.
And then also the story of unsung cartoon characters. Peppermint Patty was one of my favorites. So anyway, maybe that's why I'm so educated, because I read so many books.
You're making a snicker.
They don't need a request to be your friend. They already are. Steve, Therese, and Randy on Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
I'm Isaac. I'm from Wyalusing, PA.
Oh, Isaac, how are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
The more important question is, do you like pumpkin spice?
I'm not a big fan. I do enjoy my coffee.
All right. Well, Polly Pumpkin is a huge fan of this time of year. She puts pumpkin spice in everything, and we mean everything. In addition to her coffee, she loves pumpkin spice blank.
What do you say, Isaac?
Milk.
Milk.
Likes pumpkin spice
Pumpkin
milk.
spice milk. That would be delicious.
Go around the table. Brandon, what do you say?
A little alliteration here.
Polly
and,
Pumpkin.
of course, Polly Pumpkin. She likes it in her pizza.
Ooh,
Pumpkin spice
oh, I've never.
pizza.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Randy.
Polly Pumpkin likes the pumpkin spice in her cereal.
Ooh, pumpkin spice cereal. That would be good. Therese?
Well, I stayed on breakfast. Polly likes pumpkin spice eggs.
Oh.
Ew.
For you to win this thing,
Yeah.
you got to match me, which that is usually a. Thanks for the confidence, everybody. Polly Pumpkin likes her pumpkin spice ice cream.
Oh.
That's
Ice cream.
delicious, though. I'm sorry, but that's actually really good. So no prize for you, but maybe, just maybe, you'll have a pumpkin spice coffee on the way to work today.
Possibly. Thank you.
Thanks for playing, Isaac.
Thanks,
and
You guys have a great day. Enjoy your pumpkin spice.
Because 3 hosts are better than 1, or 2 for that matter. This is Family Life, and we are a friend you can turn
You
to.
lived in a 2-story home, which I did as a little kid, and I'm talking just several years old. You get to the top of the steps and you're ready to walk down, and you're like, no, I'm not going to walk down. I'm going to sit on the top step and give myself a little push. You go, boom, 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 all the way down. How many have done that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Many
but you could do it with
times.
like a laundry basket, and it's even more fun.
Oh, we did some crazy things as kids.
Right.
As parents, I can only imagine, like, it's not really all that safe. So come to the rescue. Although it's not here yet. The Slide Rider. It's an inflatable step thing that you get, which comes with bumpers on either side and a big safety bumper. You can attach it to your stairs. It's still in the concept phase. Won't be out by Christmas. Sorry. That you can just put it up there, and it's it wraps up real small. And if you want to put it on, you put it on, and you get at the top, and it's just like a ride. It's a slide all the way down. Very safe, cushiony, inflatable. That is a fun thing to do. So, whether you're having trouble with your kids coming down for breakfast in the morning or coming to school, that would be a great way to do it.
Yeah.
Have them slide down. Ironic, I didn't do that. I mean, I wouldn't do that now as an adult. The slide I would. The actual steps, as an adult, that's all.
You wouldn't sit on them and.
No, I wouldn't sit. Although, ironically, I have a lot more cushion now than I did back then as a kid. It seems safer in some ways.
Yeah.
They're here to wake you up, pick you up, and lift you up. Steve, Therese, and Randy on Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
Well, if there's kind of a funky smell in your house, you can use a kitchen appliance to get rid of it.
Okay.
That distinctive smell of stinky shoes.
Oh, yeah. That'll happen sometimes. Yeah, right.
Stick them in the freezer.
Oh, yes.
You take them off first?
You do.
Okay,
The
gotcha.
idea is that the deep freeze will kill the bacteria, and the bacteria is really what's making the smell. One other thing, I mean, yes, you have to take them off, but
Yes.
you also need to put them in a Ziploc bag.
Oh,
And so,
okay.
maybe even get one of those 2-gallon Ziploc bags. Put
Right,
the
right,
shoes
the
in
big
there,
ones. Put the
pop
shoes
them
in
in the
there.
freezer overnight, and they should be bacteria and stink free.
I can see you having guests over. Yeah. You open up the freezer. It's like, hey, tonight, filet of sole.
Yeah, right.
Positive attitudes? Check. Uplifting music? Check. Friendly company? Check. It's Family Life Mornings with Steve, Therese, and Randy.
Dad was really looking forward to a day at the beach with his daughter. The picture that he posts, she's in her little swimsuit, her blonde hair all curly and sun-kissed, and she's laughing hysterically because they went to the beach specifically looking for shark teeth.
Okay.
And so they're, down in the sand and they're digging, and she finds something. She says, Dad, I found teeth. And she's laughing so hard because it's a set of dentures. And they're like, they've been in the ocean for a while, they're kind of roughed down a little bit. There's a couple wee barnacles growing on them. But it's like, wait, you went looking for shark teeth? And you found them.
Grandpa shark do-do-do-do-do-do. Grandpa shark do-do-do-do-do-do. Grandpa shark do-do-do-do-do-do. Grandpa shark.
A little serious, a little silly. A perfect balance to start your day. Family Life Mornings.
Well, you're trying to pick a perfect pumpkin, whether you go to the patch or just the grocery store. You want to have a pumpkin that's going to last, well, at least through the end of the month, and then maybe a little bit after that. Right. So what do we all do? We all look at the orange, right? The outside of the pumpkin. Or if you're doing one of those trendy white pumpkins, you're like, okay, I don't want any spots and I want bright orange. But really, the best clues are in the stem, because the stem will tell you how long ago the pumpkin was picked, the practically perfect pumpkin. And if the stem is green and fresher looking, well, it's a pretty new harvest. But if the stem is already brownish gray and kind of drying out, well, your pumpkin was picked a long time ago, and there's a chance it's going to rot from the inside out, and the outside will look fine. And so if you want a practically perfect pumpkin positioned on your porch.
I just want to hear you say that again. The practically, go ahead. Get practically.
Right.
Go ahead.
The practically perfect pumpkin perfectly perched on your front porch. You need to look at the stem. The stem tells all the secrets of the pumpkin. And now you know.
That's preposterous. Please.
Family Life Mornings.
Starting your day off with a smile.
You might not be able to get it off your face for the rest of the day.
Family Life.
Move over Usain Bolt. The Saharan Silver has taken running to a whole new level. Tell you, this guy has hit speeds of up to 2 miles per hour, covering a yard in a single second. The Saharan Silver, the fastest ant in the world, running at a pace that would be equivalent to 360 miles per hour for a human being. He will take up to 50 strides per second, and when the Saharan Silver kicks it into high gear, it switches from running to galloping.
What?
All 6 feet come off the ground at the same time.
Wow.
This ant is fast.
I want to know who keeps records of this. There's this guy like in Indiana goes, no, I have an ant that's much faster than that. I mean, how do you really know? All right.
A fresh start
A fresh cup of coffee
and fresh perspective.
from Family Life Mornings.